The people want to know, Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
I don't think that's even a question, my brother. You see the fucking economy, how it's going, my brother? But yesterday I was watching the Ryan Garcia clip, and he was drinking a fucking Coca-Cola, and people asking him about cocaine. Like, PBD was straight, hey, do you use cocaine? And he said, the only Coke that I like is Coca-Cola, my brother. And I thought that was funny. Was a good podcast.
Welcome back to the Show Me the Money podcast. This is now episode 6. If you
Six and a half.
6. This is 6. If you haven't seen episode 5, go check it out. It dropped Wednesday night on the YouTube channel. Gilbert Burns and I, during UFC 300 weekend, interviewed the one and only Ali, one of the best managers, the biggest manager in the MMA game. That dropped on YouTube as episode 5. Wednesday night, 6 p.m., so go check that out. This episode is airing a few days later than normal, and then next week we will pick up with episode 7, as always, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, before we dive into the show, we do have a couple housekeeping things. First and foremost, we're doing our subscriber giveaway. As promised last week, we said if you're subscribed to the channel, we are going to pick one person this week that's going to win a hat. They're going to win a free $100 parlay from me. And what was the second thing they're going to win?
A hat from me, a hat from him.
A hat and a t-shirt. Hat, t-shirt, $100. Let's do it right now. I'm going to pull up our subscribers. I'm going to scroll through them right this second. Moicano's going to tell me when to stop, and we're going to pick somebody at random. I'm scrolling now. Moicano, you tell me when, bro.
Let's go.
Now.
Bang. The winner is Jose Aldi.
Jose Aldo?
Aldi. A-L, hold on. A-L-D-I.
Almost
Jose Aldi is the winner.
Let's
so,
go.
Jose, comment on the YouTube video. We will reach out to you, and we will get you your prizes.
Yes.
And I'm going to turn it over to Moicano. Tell them what they need to do, brother.
Subscribe, like, and share, my brother. That's very important to the beginning of the video. The algorithm will skip and push our video, so we need more likes to get through more motherfuckers. Let's fucking go.
Yes, sir. And next week, I think we're going to do up it to 3 people.
3 people,
So 3 people next week. So this week we picked 1 subscriber. Next week it's going to be 3 moving forward. So go like, go subscribe. We're going to pick 3 people every single week moving forward. So
I have a bunch of stuff from my fight here from the 299. I got a bag full of stuff from the UFC. So I'm going to bring all here. We're going to sign a lot of merch. We're going to show you guys. And just keep subscribing. Make sure it's for free, huh? It's for free, huh? To subscribe. It's for now.
I thought I was drinking the Monster and I said it's for free. No, brother, I pay for that shit, brother. I hope that shit was free because I'm drinking every day. So Monster, sponsor the show, my brother. It's 7:00. It's for free to like, to share, to subscribe, and you help the channel out, my brother. Me, Gilbert, and Matty, okay? Easy money.
let's go. So we're going to dive into a new segment of the show. It's called Ask Moicano. All you got to do to have Moicano answer your questions on X, YouTube, Instagram, all you got to do on the Show Me the Money pod channels, comment, hashtag Ask Moicano, and there's a chance we might feature your question. We got a bunch of questions lined up for today. Let's dive right into it. Question number 1 from Moicano. The people want to know, how did you spend your first UFC check?
You're not going to believe me, brother. I'm asking, what do you think?
Bitcoin?
I hope so. No. At the time,
not the first check.
We were dumb at that time.
We are dumb at the time. No, but I would...
What age were you, first of all?
25.
25. Okay.
But let me tell you something. You're not going to believe. The first paycheck that I got from the UFC, I opened a gym.
Really?
Oh, yeah, he had a
Can
gym.
you believe that? Okay. I got the money and I opened a gym.
First round, huh?
First fight center. Man, was very successful. I had a lot of students. I was doing a good job. But then I decided to move to the USA. I could not keep the gym. But was something that I was already thinking about, like the future and stuff. So I opened my first gym with the money. For me, it was not that much money. So just to give you an insight, was $16,000. Mm-hmm. That's not...
8 and 8.
Gilbert Burns don't even leave his house for that kind of money.
Sure. No, but I did the same. First fight was 8 + 8, so 16,000. But Manager,
But
everything.
in reais at the time was like
for sure.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I had this mindset at the moment to open a gym, and we did. And I don't regret. Was a very good time.
But was the gym sellable? Like, or you were the business essentially, the training people?
No. We had I did a lot of mistakes as the first time entrepreneur. So I hired a bunch of coaches.
Yeah.
Like I was spending a lot of money to and still training, and still I don't know. I back in the day I didn't know shit about accountability and numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
So the gym, even though I had like 300 members, right? I had a lot of people since the beginning. When the gym started, I was already even, so I didn't lose money even on the first month. But
Yeah.
the problem was I was like putting coaches to teach the classes, and I was paying them very good because I'm the time I was a socialist. I was not thinking about the money, and I said, okay, I want my employees happy, but that's not how a business works, right? That's not how the business works.
Yeah.
You have to make money first for the business,
Yeah.
right? You have to be profitable. But back in the day, I didn't have that mindset,
Yeah.
and at one point, I decided to move to America, and then I sell the gym out.
Back then, you haven't read the books, right?
No, yeah, no books,
What
no.
did you do? I'm
you
curious,
know?
what did you do with your first UFC check?
I was here already.
Yeah.
My first fight was by decision. I won by decision, so it was 8+8, 16,000. But I had a couple sponsors. I was training Vitor Bell for jiu-jitsu. I was cornering him, so he got me a couple good sponsors. In the second fight, I started making a mistake because second fight, I got 10+10 and I got the bonus submission of the night. And then I thought I got rich. I said, okay, now I'm rich.
It was 50?
Yeah, I got 50,000. And then on the third fight, I got fight of the night. And then I thought I made it. I finally made it. I'm good. And then I was just expanding everything, like restaurants with the wife, like a couple things. I got car, I got BMW. I'm making. And then I got
taxes and fees. And
yeah, I didn't know that yet.
Yeah.
But then I got a new contract. It was just like 8+8, I won. 10+10, I won. 12+12, I won. I got a new contract. It didn't went up that much. It was 17+17, my fourth fight in the UFC. And that was the first bump because between those three fights, Reebok deal with me, so I lost all my sponsors. And I had a car sponsor. Vitor Belfort had so much sponsors back then, he kind of put all the sponsors on me. I was making good money with sponsors. But then when the Reebok came in, I lost all my sponsors, and then I had my first loss on that first fight of that contract. And that was when reality check came in because I thought I was expanding like crazy. And then I lost the fight, and when I saw my bank account it was only 17,000. And I'm like, 17? Like, you still came like, I got 80 or one, I got...
Yeah.
Plus the sponsor, when I got 17, I said, oh, okay, I got
And you still need to pay the tax next year, brother.
I was broke, and then when I look like, okay, I gotta be smart with the money. That was a great lesson because
100%.
that was the beginning of my career, and then I went crazy for like a year, and then after that, like, oh, me and my wife, like, we stop. Okay, we gotta learn, we gotta be smart, and that was was crazy because back then I could buy an apartment, I could do a lot of shit I didn't do. But then I learned, and then I got so much better with the money since that.
I like it. You gotta live and learn at the end of the day. Next question from Moicano. The people want to know: Donald Trump or Joe Biden?
I don't think that's even a question, my brother. You see the fucking economy, how it's going, my brother? You know? I'm not here to try to defend politicians because in the end of the day, even Donald Trump, I think he is, of course, the way to go, let's be honest. But at the same time, I see politicians to serve us, not us to serve the politicians.
Yes.
So I'm not going to be here cheating for presidents. But if you compare Joe Biden and Donald Trump, that is not even, you know, when I got here in 2017, the economy was going great. 2% on the interest rate. Everybody was making money. And now I just see the value of the dollar going fucking down. The prices are going fucking down. And maybe Joe Biden is good for one thing, to to get more people to Bitcoin, my brother, because the way he's doing with America, with economy, I think people are losing faith in institutions, in government, on even on the justice system. We saw what they're doing with Donald Trump. They persecuting him. You know, they are trying everything to indict him, to make him dirty. You know, so I think that's not even a question. If you are an MMA fan, you know how the Money podcast is going, right?
Yes.
Show me the money.
Last question for you. How many kids will you have by the time you're 60 years old?
That's a tough question, my brother. The way things are going, at least 5.
if Trump is back, maybe more.
Maybe more. If the economy is doing good, you know, it's all about incentives, right? If you have the right, if you have the right
motivation, right?
Motivations, exactly. If you have the right motivations, if you can, because one thing I think is for sure, like, if the economy is going bad, nobody wants to have kids because it's tough, right? And like I said the other day, people are going too crazy. They are thinking about themselves, so they are not caring about family, like nuclear family and that kind of stuff. So you definitely should try to have more kids, because in the end of the day, we have to build and prepare the next generation, right?
So, but you do. My question is, are you trying? Because Dana promised something. He's gonna take care of you. Podcast doing good. Bitcoin's doing good. Are you trying now or not?
We're training, my brother. We're training, and eventually, no. That's a new thing. I used to live in a like 2 bedrooms, right, apartment, but now I'm moving to a big house, a nice house. Nice. We're going to have a lot of room, so we need to fill that room with little motherfuckers,
so
my brother.
My question is, you moving to Pompano or you moving to Parkland?
People don't know, because, man, we have to talk about that. Last weekend, we record a very good podcast, and Kyle over there, he screwed the fucking podcast, man. No, was one of the best podcasts ever, my brother.
It wasn't Kyle.
No, it was not Kyle. And I think Matthew or Gilbert was asking me about the bonus, right? And I said, hey, Dan White, let's make this right. Give me the bonus. I'm buying a house. I don't want to live in Pompano, right? I want to live in Parkland. And we were talking about that, but I still didn't get the bonus. But I'm not living in fucking Pompano, my brother. That's for sure. One thing is for sure, my brother. I'm not buying a fucking house in Pompano. If you're from Florida, you know what I'm talking about. But jokes aside, Dana White, 100K. How much do you think is going to be the bonus?
Yeah, so I was going to ask you this. So Dana paid out 1.2, right? 600 to Max, 300 to 3 others. And he's on record saying he will take care of everyone else that got a finish. So that was you. Who else got finishes on the card?
Kayla. Davison.
Figgy. And Diego. 4. I think it's 100,000 a piece. That just feels like the right number to me.
I hope so, my brother. I hope so, because they're gonna help me a lot. Yeah. But at the same time, what I heard, they're gonna get 300K and divide for 4. So I think it's going to be 75.
That would be good.
What about you? How do you think?
I hope you guys are right. I think it's gonna be less than that, but I hope you guys. I hope Matty's right. 100,000 would be nice. I think around 30 and 50. That's what what I think.
30? No, 30.
But
brother, don't come 100. Up with that shit. I'm not gonna get 3K.
But I hope
30, brother. I don't even live in my house for 30,000, my brother.
Nice.
I'm learning with Gilbert. This motherfucker, he does not talk a lot about money, like on camera, but off camera, it's all about money. Money. How much you making, my brother? But I like that, because usually Brazilians, they don't talk money. If you ask a Brazilian how much do you make a year, or how much does it cost, they say, why are you asking that? But the thing is, if you start to talk about money, you start to learn.
For sure.
I was just talking to Gilbert about something, and he just opened my mind to say, hey, ask for more money, my brother. Ask for more money. I say, okay, let's go. So that's good.
If Dana White and the UFC give
30K, brother. I say, keep that shit, Dana White. If he come up and say, hey, I'm gonna give you 30K for the 300, I say, but I thought it was UFC 300.
You're gonna do like
no
Ali,
UFC
right?
30.
You're gonna do like Ali. You're gonna put the money on the box and you're gonna say it to Dana.
Let
right?
me tell you something, Ali. I like you, but I don't believe your story for a minute, man. We're gonna release this fucking podcast. And if I know Dana White and I have been working in this fucking company for 10 years, he's not gonna give you back the money, my brother.
But if he
Dana White is a capitalist.
if he
Do you think a capitalist will give back money?
They just go right to the blackjack table with that one.
my question is
Dana White is like fucking Ryan Garcia. He bet they won 50K, my brother, and he make 2 millions, my brother.
my question is, if the bonus is less than we hope, he give you like 30 grand as a bonus for FC 300. You're gonna put that on the box and gonna send it back to him?
No, because I tell you, I don't believe the story. I love Dalazi. I like you, my brother. I watched the whole podcast. But do you guys believe that?
I do. I believe.
I believe it. I believe
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
Hey, Matt is lying because off cameras, he was saying he didn't believe, my brother. Be true.
Look, I believe the story because I think the psychology behind it makes sense, right? Like if you show the UFC like, hey, if you're not gonna pay my guy, I'll pay him. Then it almost makes the UFC feel silly at a point because they're like, what are we arguing about? 150K, like. So I do believe. I think the psychology behind it makes sense. Now that said, like people tell stories, and who knows? None of us actually know, but I think it makes sense.
But you believe, right?
I do believe it.
See, you gotta believe too, bro.
Okay, you guys convince me. Kyle is doing like that on the. What you think, Kyle?
Kyle was there live, so.
I mean, it's good for the grand, right?
No,
it's good for
I do believe he did. He's that crazy.
I believe it.
No, because maybe because I'm thinking with my mind. No way I'm giving you 150 of my money to somebody, my brother. No fucking way.
Yeah.
But maybe he has more money than me.
But to Dana, just to he ain't gonna give.
It's all relative,
you know
though,
what I mean?
bro. It's all relative.
He just bluffing a little
Yeah,
bit. Hey,
yeah.
you don't want to pay my guy? Okay, here and then the story.
That's why I don't
sense.
play poker, my brother.
Yeah, see.
That's why I don't play poker.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. I got my ass kicked on that fight. I have a video right now that's at 1.2 million views on TikTok, hundreds of thousands of views on Instagram. I picked Devin Haney to win by knockout. Dumbest bet of my life. Well, maybe not the dumbest, but it's up there. You know what's funny, bro? Guess who commented on my post after I posted?
I saw that.
Who?
I saw the father of Ryan Garcia, right?
Ryan Garcia's dad commented on my post. Let me actually pull up the comment here because I want to read it to you.
When you're looking, let me tell you something, my brother. Matty
When he says that,
let me tell you
something. He's coming.
We need merch that says
Let
that.
me tell you something. And money, show me the money podcast.
Yeah.
When he said that, he's a bomb.
I'm a
coming.
read-
Let me tell you
something.
fucking something.
I'm gonna
He's
read
a
off what he
bomb's
said to
coming. Look
me.
at him
All right,
go.
so
No, but what I was saying is, even you losing money, you won on that, because just to have him commentate and people like engaging on that, I think that's incredible.
You saw the views? How many?
Millions of views.
yeah,
right?
like 1.5 million. So Pro Coach Henry on Instagram commented on my post, said, "You must feel pretty stupid now that Ryan proved all you guys wrong," with 3 laughing emojis. He said, "See, the problem with casuals is they don't know boxing, but they want to try so hard to convince people they know." So I got called a casual by Ryan Garcia's dad. And guess what? I think he's right, bro. I'm a casual when it comes to boxing, but don't call me that shit in MMA. Because I put the work in. I put the time in. But boxing, I was dead wrong. Devin Haney, I don't think he's knocking out anybody, bro. He doesn't have the power.
Yeah. How much you lost on that?
I lost like 10 bands.
What a casual. Look at this
It was painful, bro. It was painful.
MMA.
Like, I could
casual,
open a
right?
gym with that money, my brother.
MMA, you're not casual, right?
Nah, bro. I put the work in MMA, bro. I put the work in.
But let me ask you something. Since you're talking about boxing and MMA, right?
Yeah.
And for Gilbert too. So I think boxing is way easier to predict than MMA. How can you be a casual on boxing and not be in MMA, since MMA is way harder to predict?
Because
I think you got wrong because the motherfucker was acting crazy.
sure, but
right.
he fooled half the. If you look at all the professional boxing analysts, they fooled all of them. He fooled all of them too. Are they casuals?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
He was on PBD. You saw that? He was
saw
on PBD
I
and
saw
he
the-
was
Yeah,
saying,
so let Moicano, because he was telling me before we started,
Yeah.
he watches all the podcasts.
I
So
watched the whole
I gotta
podcast.
I gotta hear your point of view from this.
huge shout out to PBD. I like
PBD. I
his
like
podcast.
Patrick,
I
yeah.
learned a
He
lot.
does a great job.
With Patrick Bet Davis,
Yeah.
businessman, right? But yesterday I was watching the Ryan Garcia clip, and he was drinking a fucking Coca-Cola, and people asking him about cocaine. Like PBD was straight, hey, do you use cocaine? And he said, the only Coke that I like is Coca-Cola, my brother. And I thought that was funny. Was a good podcast. But like I say, he was telling PBD that
I saw
everything was planned.
how he was doing the nose.
Yeah, he was doing the nose, like, and even he records something, say, hey, I'm going to do that, and he showed on the pod like a video telling, hey, don't worry, and he showed the date, and don't worry, I'm not going fucking crazy. It's just a character and stuff, and who knows?
Paid off, yeah.
Maybe he still on something, right? We don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I think the true genius behind it is the fact that public perception and narratives move betting lines and odds, right? And the fact that he was actually able to bet $2 million.
Crazy.
Is that legal?
So hold on. So he bet $2 million to win $12 million on himself. I think it's fair to say that if he didn't do that entire act and he bet $2 million on himself, it might have paid $8 million instead of $12 million. So he legitimately gained $4 million of equity by putting an act on, because he was able to sway the entire perception of the world, which it's just like the stock market, bro. If the perception of something is
Tesla.
one thing and money's coming in on stocks or be like, it's the same thing in the betting market. It's like all the money's coming in on Devin Haney. It's moving the lines and odds because then sportsbooks they want more money to come in on Ryan Garcia as well. So Ryan was able to bet $2 million to win $12 million on himself. Boxers are apparently allowed to bet on only one thing, which is their own money line. So they can bet on themselves to win a fight. So I ask you guys as MMA fighters, do you believe you should be able to bet on your own money line?
100%.
Why?
I do believe. Because you believe in you, like.
Yeah.
You know
I would
that
have
you're
cash
crazy.
big last
Yeah,
fight.
for sure.
And I
Yeah.
cannot afford to lose, my brother. So it's a win-win situation.
For sure. I agree. And,
Show money, win money, and bet money.
But now I don't know if that was all just playing the game. No, just playing a character. First of all, because your manager is freaking Oscar De La Hoya. So I don't know if it was all that was a character. I hope so. But then I know we all play about money. Money is very important, don't get me wrong. But you gotta have a little bit of honor, I believe, like a lot of family kids, like guys that started in the sport, they have Ryan Garcia as the guy, And then these guys acting so weird. I think we are influencers and we influence so much people that if this guy's going crazy, it's not a good view, so I don't like it. Oh, nice, he make a lot of money. Yeah, but money is not everything, you gotta live a better lesson.
But listen to me, 50 mil, he can retire on that.
I know.
I
but
think what Gilbert's saying, though, is there's kids and there's people that look up to him. How many kids were
lot.
exposed to
All the
Brother, what
kids.
about Jake Paul and Logan Paul? They look to these guys too.
But we're gonna keep it comparing to the wrong. Let's get one guy that's doing nice, and he was. But then he went crazy, and then I hope now that character is done, and the guys come back, and then I'll say, okay, that was just for how long? 2 months, 3 months.
And now people are not gonna believe him anymore, right?
Right.
So he spent he show his cards.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we should be allowed to bet, right? Especially like you say, if it's a knockout on the second round, third round, that could be a little shady. But money line, I think.
Money line.
Money line. And another thing that you're not realizing is maybe it was about the money, the betting, but maybe it was about to fool the other fighter, right? Because Haney, he said that after the fight, I took him. I took him easy. Yeah, I thought I would be easy and stuff. But in the end of the day, I think I was watching the podcast too, and he was talking about the hate arbitration clause. And in MMA, we don't have stuff like that because I think on the other fight with Tank,
Hydration, yeah.
he need to make 140 or some 135. I don't remember, but he could not gain like 10 pounds. So that means you're not full recover. You know, and you could see the photo. If you put the photos of the two fights and they show it on PBD, you can see that the motherfucker was not in a good place, brother. Not physically, not mentally, and I don't know. I hope we could watch the rematch against Tank.
For sure, and that was all in the story because that fight with against Tank, he didn't look good, and now he's mentally crazy. So that's why the odds went, and he profited. Like at the end of the day, it was a smart decision. I don't know.
To not make the weight.
Was that worth? Like I don't know. We'll see.
Well, of course it was, brother. If you put on the mat, right, on the money, he lost 1 million and make 12.
No, for sure on that math. I'm not saying about that math. You know,
it was a small drop in the bucket here compared to what he was able to make from it. So, and honestly,
Matt, how much he gonna to pay in taxes? This 50 million.
Oh my God! Bro. Now we were so happy that the guy made 50 million.
Nobody talks about that, like but millionaires on this country, they are getting screwed, my brother. Because if you do over 600,000, $1 million, they pay a lot of taxes, my brother. People don't realize that.
You on the way, brother.
I'm telling you, last 2 years I pay a lot of taxes, my brother.
Me too, bro.
I know.
Oh my God!
But how much do you think he will pay, Matt?
Over 20.
Over 20 millions, right?
Hey, but I put you in contact with a good tax, huh? My guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Tommy.
Shout out to Tommy. I still need to send stuff to him, but I was so fucking busy, my brother. We did the extension on the taxes of last year, my brother.
He's good, huh?
He's good. And he's gonna help us with investments and stuff.
Yeah, the best.
He's not a big, huge crypto advocate, right?
He's not crypto. Yeah. Stock.
I feel like most accounting guys aren't though. You know, like some people just don't believe in it.
Yeah.
You know, they're like more traditional. So
yeah.
We'll see how the crypto market plays out long term. You know,
10 years from now, you guys gonna see, my brother.
I believe you.
A revolution is coming, my brother. Crypto is the way. Stay your money out of your country, my brother.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to MMA because a big fight was just announced.
Yes, sir.
Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev. Gilbert, how do you pronounce it?
They said Habib and they say Makhachev, but I speak my English, Portuguese, Spanish, English.
Brother,
so
Habib's is a
Makhachev.
Is a restaurant
Makhachev.
Chain. Habib's. Do you know Habib's?
No.
You don't know Habib's?
No.
It's a Brazilian place, my brother. Habib's.
Okay.
It's good.
But Islam is a 5-1 favorite in this fight, so he's minus 500. Dustin Poirier coming in as the plus 340 underdog. What is your prediction for this fight? Is Dustin a live dog here?
Man, it's going to be a tough fight for Dustin. But guess what? I was picking BSD against Dustin. I will be honest with you. I thought
No respect.
No, it's not only that, brother. Because I think when I talk about fighting, I have to tell the truth.
Yeah.
And that's tough because yesterday I saw Dustin on the gym and he congratulated me, say, hey brother, congratulations, you done incredible. And it's not that I don't want to see him win. Of course I want to see him. Like I said the other day.
It's the book, right? Peterson.
Yeah.
Jordan Peterson.
Exactly. Tell the truth. And I'm trying to tell the truth. But of course I want Dustin to win. I think he's a legend, my brother. I think his story of he overcome everything always. I want to see him as a linear champ, like undisputed champ. 100%. But he has a tough fight if you see the matchup. His fight against Khabib, you know, and even against BSD, BSD took him a couple times down, right? Yes. I think if Islam taking him down, it's not going to be easy for him to stand up. So that's why I think the odds are like that. Again, I hope because he could knock Makhachev out. Do you guys remember Adriano Martinez that knocked him out beginning of the career?
Pantoja? I thought it was Pantoja.
Do you remember that? Brandon Shelby. Brandon Shelby, my brother. You're fucking casual, my brother. For that.
Well, what do you think? Because the UFC actually...
Gilbert is still laughing his ass off, my brother.
The UFC actually offered this fight to Arman Tsarukyan after that.
Hey, Gilbert, stop, my brother. Keep you going with the podcast, brother.
He's about to shit himself.
Yeah. What you mean you don't like Brandon Schaub, my brother?
You don't even know what he's talking about, right?
No, he doesn't know. Matty doesn't know.
Right, Matty?
What?
You know, right, what he's talking about?
What?
Because that guy, Adriano Martins, he was very good in Brazil. He make to the UFC.
One of the best, my brother.
Yeah, no, heavy hands, very good,
Good
jiu-jitsu.
jiu-jitsu, yeah.
He got fired after a couple losses in the UFC, but he was the one that knocked out Makhachev in the UFC.
Yeah.
With overhand, right? He was a southpaw, so left
Like a check
overhand.
hook, right?
Yeah,
Check
no,
hook.
but it was a big overhand left because he was southpaw, but southpaw against southpaw. And that guy looked like Pantoja.
Yeah, yeah.
And Brendan Schaub was saying one time.
No, he was breaking down
took me
fights.
down. Pantoja is... Why Pantoja is flyweight now? He was the one that knocked out
Yeah.
Makhachev, you know?
No, he was breaking down fights, and Pantoja was about to fight. And he said, "Hey, Pantoja is a beast. Look, do you remember when he beat Makhachev?" And everybody was saying, "Brother, I think that was not Pantoja." No, he was Pantoja. Pantoja is a beast, knockout power for a 25. And people were calling him casual, my brother. That was a crazy time. Huge shout out to Brandon Schaub.
Brendan Schaub, yeah. And talking about that, Dana put him on...
On the UFC
You saw
300.
that? On the UFC 300?
This video.
I think he was the first,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, he was the first
the
one,
first.
right there.
It was him and then Hawani as
They
second. I
put
think.
him
What
on
about
the
MMA
spot.
Guru? They forget MMA Guru on that.
Yeah,
they
no
didn't
respect.
show.
No respect.
No
for
respect
MMA
for MMA Guru.
MMA Guru,
Yeah.
you coming, right? He's coming.
Matt,
Yeah,
do the
speaking of MMA Guru, we want you to come to South Florida, come on the podcast. Here's my offer to you. I will pay your flight to Florida. I will pay your flight back from Florida.
Spirit.
I will I will not put you on a Spirit airline. I'll
you
put
just
on-
have to fight for your seat, my brother. We're not
I'll-
gonna give you a seat. You have to fight with somebody to see.
I will put you. All right, here's my offer. First class. No, all right, yeah. Oh,
No, first class, no, my brother. No, my brother.
Moicano's paying, bro.
No, this is man, this is showing the money podcast, not spending the money podcast, my brother. Spirit, economic.
First
All right, here's the compromise. Here's the official offer to MMA Guru. I will get you a flight to Florida, a flight back from Florida, a suite at the Hard Rock Resort in Miami, Florida, and we will give you $1,000 for the blackjack tables too to play with if you're a gambling man. That is our offer to you.
Couple burgers too. That guy eat.
No, you forget. You forget. All you can eat buffet, $12. We're gonna get him. Yeah, we're gonna get him to Santos, the Brazilian place. All you can eat buffet, my brother. So you're gonna feel at fucking home, my brother.
He's definitely not coming on that, bro. But if you guys are watching this in the comment section, please tag the MMA
Kyle, take it
Guru.
easy, my brother.
Tag the MMA Guru in the comments. In all seriousness, we would love to have you on the show. We will pay for you to come to Florida. We will, and I'm not gonna put you at an all-you-can-eat buffet. We'll get you Council Oak Steakhouse, seafood towers, filet mignon,
Yes.
everything you want, brother. It's on us.
Oh, hope you don't mind to fly Spirit, my guy.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And maybe 2 years from now, right? The podcast is doing better.
Yeah.
But from now is spirit, my brother.
But all right, I'll ask Moicano here while Gilbert takes a break.
Motherfucker is crazy. He didn't tell anything, my brother. He just
He just walked off the pod.
Yeah, he just
All
walked
right,
off.
I gotta ask Moicano, bro. Arman Tsarukyan got offered the fight for the belt, right, against Islam, but it was that same night he's coming off of his decision win over Oliveira. If you were Arman Tsarukyan, would you accepted the fight, and what are your thoughts on that whole dynamic of being offered it the same night of his fight?
I would accept. I think fortune favors the brave, right? And I think offer like that. And I even saw Chandler talking about that. Did you saw that?
Yep,
Chandler
yep.
saying he should have taken the fight because it's a big opportunity. And again, Porier is fighting Makhachev, and we don't know if Arman is next. We never know, right? UFC is nothing is guaranteed. So I would take the fight. I think he didn't take too much damage on Charles' fight. He not got cut and then. But I saw a tweet of Sarukian saying, "Hey, Michael Chandler, that's why you're never gonna be champ." And he was. I think the problem with fighters is that they take themselves too much serious, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So,
brother, relax. Nobody cares, brother. Fuck you. Relax, my brother.
I actually think Michael Chandler just made a very logical, great point. He just said, "Look, the sport moves very fast."
Exactly.
And he all he said was his opinion that he should have took it.
Yeah.
He didn't say. And then Arman Sarukian got very defensive, started making it personal, came at Michael Chandler and said, "Look, like." We're not on the same level.
Yeah.
You're just there to entertain. You're not like, you know, he took it personally, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I understand where both guys are coming from. Arman Sarukian, the original fight against Islam, didn't feel like he had the preparation and time, and he ended up losing that fight. And it was actually a competitive fight. And now he's on record saying, look, I want a full camp. I want to be ready for when I do get that chance. But we have Conor McGregor versus Chandler. If there's a crazy first round finish there and someone gets on the mic and says, I want next, the UFC is going to make that fight, you know, and then Arman's going to be waiting around.
Or fighting somebody, another killer.
Right.
Moicano.
Moicano is coming for the gold, my brother. But let me ask you something, because let me ask you something. That's new, my brother. maybe that's good. So you're talking about moving fast. Look, Dustin.
Yeah.
After he lost against Justin Gage, nobody was talking Dustin, right? Everybody was counting him out. People were talking about retirement, and now he's fighting for the belt.
And now Gage is not going to fight for a year, probably.
And Gage fucking got knocked out by Max. So that's how fast the sport moves.
Crazy,
and nobody cares about who loses, my brother.
Crazy.
You know?
And if you go back for a little bit, you're going to remember Max lost 3 times for Volkanovski, and people,
exactly.
Poor Max. Now Max is the guy that going to make a crazy fight against Porier, I believe so. But the sport does move fast. And I get it, you know. The only loss that Sarukian has is against Islam Makhachev on a short notice. For sure, he wants a big, nice study camp, bring a couple guys, do it. I get it. He's still young. But it's crazy. Like, you after the fight, you're not hurt. They can't make, think about it. Just try to imagine that scenario. You just beat Charles Oliveira in a UFC freaking 300. Dana, Hunter, Sean Shelby, I don't know who came on the back and offer you a title shot. That's kind of like, that's your dream. That's your changes making. Everything's going to change. Bro, to say no, to be honest, I kind of understand. I don't agree. I would say yes, but I think a lot of guys would say yes.
How much time did you had when you fought Usman?
Oh, I got the first time I got COVID. For that first time, I had 4 weeks, but I just
4 weeks.
I beat Woodley,
and
I asked for the shot. They gave it to me. I said yes, but then I got COVID, and then and then I was waiting, and then that was one of the worst time because I had no idea.
To get COVID.
No, but that too. But I had no idea if I was gonna get the shot or not.
Okay.
Because Leon Edwards was right there too. I had the other guy that was right there, so I was like hoping to be the one to get the title. Eventually they gave it to me, I lost. But that period after Kamaru beat Masvidal, taking my place in Abu Dhabi, and I was waiting to maybe get the shot or not, that anxiety was so much, so much pressure that Sarukian maybe get the anxiety because, like we said, if you jump, that sport moves so fast. Max Holloway now is the guy, you know, Volkanovski lost. Now he's the guy that's going to fight to Porier. If Conor go out there and beat friggin' Michael Chandler and Dustin go out there and beat Makhachev, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Right.
Everything can happen on this sport, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys remember Kamaru Usman, Leon Edwards? Who thought that he would...
in the last minute.
In the last minute, and then he changed the welterweight forever.
Yeah, I was almost leaving the arena. I was in Utah, and I have a red eye flight back home, and Kamaru won 4 rounds, and Ozzy, shout out to Ozzy from the UFC, said, bro, you gotta leave, you're gonna lose your flight. I said, bro, let me wait a little bit more. No, the fight is over, bro. He already won 4 rounds. Okay, I'm gonna get the driver ready, so make sure you're ready. I always in my bag, everything ready to leave, to go to the airport. And I was like, okay, he won. I was there, and then head kick, knockout, and changed the whole thing. I was like, oh, I almost lost that because I was leaving to the airport. And I was just like, wow. So the sport moves fast. So if for you were taking the fight for sure, right?
100%, my brother. 3 days.
I go, now let me change the question. If it was, just make a scenario. If it was against Rafael Fiziev, the guy that already beat you, we might change a little bit and try to get a better camp,
for a fucking title shot. I don't care about who I'm fighting, my brother.
Okay.
If you're fighting for the belt, you know, it's your fucking dream,
But
and you're gonna make it through. You're
But
gonna make it.
you got my question. No, it's not.
I got your
but
question.
It's just like
But
because
for
he
me,
lost to Makachev.
I would not mind.
Don't care, right?
No, because like, of course we lost. I lost to
for
Fiziev,
sure.
but
I lost to Conor. Yeah,
But at the same time, it's like I'm saying, I'm getting better.
For
I'm
sure.
getting better, not only to beat him if I need to fight him again, but to beat everybody.
Yes.
If you want to be the champion, you have to willing to take the chance. And I think that's not the right mindset.
it's even a better taste, right?
Of
Now
course,
rematch
for a title,
For the title,
you know,
yeah, that's
for a
the best.
title. So, but I'm not in position to judge him. Arman.
No, for
he's doing
sure.
great with his career. You know, he
And
is a
he's
good
young.
fighter.
He's still super young, right?
He's still super young, but I don't like the way he's approaching, and that's why I don't think he has many fans, right?
He had a lot of fans, to be honest. There,
He had a lot of fans?
300 people were crazy on him on the beginning. People were,
Well, when you're going up against Oliveira, it's an
Yeah.
extreme.
Ah,
you
yeah.
know,
but
like
he had a
everyone
lot
loves
of,
Charles Oliveira.
but he still had a lot of fans, bro. I was
Yeah.
impressed. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wrong.
I was
no
impressed.
problem.
No, I was impressed. I was just like, wow.
No, because on the UFC 300, from what I say, what I saw, a lot of people booing him, but maybe it's because of Oliveira.
because of
It's 'cause
Oliveira,
Oliveira, for sure.
But whenever he was doing good, bro, a lot of
people
fans,
change too fast,
yeah,
right?
MMA, yeah.
People change fast.
Well, something else that's interesting here in the Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler fight is I just saw the other day there hasn't been an official bout agreement. And there is a chance, apparently, that this could be the start of the 165-pound weight class. What are your thoughts on that? Because if that
Gilbert
happens...
likes.
I think it's I would love to get 165. I would love, but I think it's these. I think money talks.
just
with
money?
McGregor, for sure.
But
it's
if you
money.
think, let me ask you this: if this is a start to a 165-pound
I would
weight
love
class,
to.
this would be basically for the belt, right?
That's
Yeah.
but
And
that's,
then if you dropping down and weight and fight the winner,
165 is my division.
yeah,
I don't. I'm like
It's the perfect weight for you.
couple fights.
How much
like,
you weighing right now?
Right now, 200. Yeah, but
Motherfucker
easily,
is fat as fuck, my brother. 200?
but easily
200?
trained.
Man, imagine you fighting 155 again. No way.
No way. But many times, Wonder Boy fight, Hamza fight, in another fight, I was cutting weight, and I was 168, 169.
Yeah.
Like those 2 times I remember I dropped all the way to 168. I saw my hydration before go down to check, because I drop it quick to 168. So I know 165 for the belt, 166. I know I can make it. Not a problem at all. That's my division. I do hope they make 165. I just don't think they will because there's a lot of change. They gotta make it 165 and go up to 175. I hope. I don't think they're gonna do it. I think the talks about the McGregor is money.
Well, what's the official prediction here? Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler.
Conor knockout first round.
Really?
I hope so.
Yeah.
That would
do
be
you think,
good.
bro?
That
I
would be
hope
good
so.
for sport. But Michael Chandler's my guy. Michael, you gotta come on the pod soon.
You saying you don't like Conor McGregor?
I like what he did. As a person, he might be a little crazy.
Yeah, but for the MMA,
For the MMA, he's the best.
For
sure.
a win over Conor McGregor, like fighting for the belt again, you may not like him, but for the sport,
For
it's good.
sure,
He
for
brings
sure.
the eyeballs.
For sure.
Imagine he fighting for the belt again,
He
the
gonna-
promotion against Makachev.
No, he's
or
gonna bring.
Dustin.
He's gonna
It's
bring
gonna
the
be
eyes
crazy.
anyway.
If
He's gonna
Dustin
bring
wins
the eye.
Makachev and Conor
No, that's a
wins,
movie.
okay, that's very hard,
That's a
but
movie.
that will be
That's a
the
movie.
biggest pay-per-view of all times, right?
Yeah.
That's
Of
the
all
movie.
times.
Yeah.
People want to see Conor McGregor fighting Dustin Poirier for a
the
fucking belt. Man, that's huge.
There's a movie, right?
That's a fucking movie, my brother.
It's gonna be funny if that happens because like Islam has been a good champ. So like if he loses, you would think he would get the rematch. But like
no
the
way.
UFC's just gonna make that fight with
No
Conor.
way.
You know.
But with that being said, my guy, I got Michael Chandler second round submission or TKO.
Submission.
Submission might take that back. Like
He
Nate Diaz.
submit Dan Hooker, right?
Like no.
Chandler,
no.
knockout. It was a knockout.
Knockout, bro.
He
It was a quick
he get good
knockout,
back.
round one.
He takes the back very good, Michael Chandler.
Who he finished? Submission.
In that top 5, I don't think anyone.
No.
I think he got 2 knockouts. He got
He had Porier.
Islam finished
Tony
Hooker,
Ferguson.
right? Islam submit Hooker.
Islam's submitted Hooker. Chandler knocked out Hooker.
Kimura.
Yeah, I don't think Chandler has any submissions in the UFC. Oh, he's one submission in the UFC. That was at
No, that was
Bellator.
Bellator. Yeah.
Strike Force in 2010. Never mind, that was a while back. But yeah, I mean, I'm struggling with this fight because for the past like year or two, I've been like, Michael Chandler's gonna win this fight. He's just, been training. He's just more conditioned. But the problem I have with this fight is I just feel like he's gonna throw out the strategy and the game plan.
He will.
Once the crowd's going crazy and he's
will.
in there and the adrenaline's going, and I just see him walking into a big shot. But the problem is I just can't trust that Conor's gonna be the old Conor. So
Yeah.
I'm still, as of today, I'm picking Michael Chandler to win.
Yes.
But man, it's crazy to me that he is a small underdog now.
For
Conor
sure.
McGregor is a -120 favorite. Chandler is +100 as the small dog here. I think that is more of an indication of the betting market knows where people are going to put their money, which is on Conor McGregor.
So it's always a good business bet against Conor, right? Because the odds
So
are always
you're-
favorable to him.
From
right?
a value standpoint, when you're betting against a superstar, you're typically going to be on the right side of value. It doesn't mean the bet's going to win, obviously. But, like, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you're going to get more value betting against a superstar because everyone is historically going to try to bet on, that superstar like a Conor McGregor.
Let me ask you something, my brother. Let me ask, since you are a bettor, professional bettor, how they do the odds? Because somebody said to me there was a fucking computer that makes the odds. Like,
Yeah.
is a computer or is a guy that, I
So-
think he's going to win?
So every sports book has its own individual markets, and then there are markets like, for example, there are traders, right? So there are traders that run sports books, but yeah, a lot
You
of
mean
it's like
stock traders?
same concept, right? Like there are
Yeah.
traders that that are like employed by sports books, right? Like they work for sports books, but the reality of it is they have their own models and algorithms and
Everybody's
data.
different. So every
Yeah, there's
company
different markets, and there's what's called market makers, right? Which are like Circa Sportsbook and Pinnacle and these other sports books, and then there are a lot of sports books that follow the market. But every sports book, for the most part, has its own betting markets. But it's very complex.
But you
honestly.
didn't answer me, my brother.
What's
Is a computer or is a guy?
It's both.
Computer. Both.
Computer, but there are traders and people that work for.
Let's say they take the information, they say, there is I don't know how many, like 70% a chance of this guy winning.
Yeah.
And the guy with his head adjusts the odds, right? Is that accurate?
Yeah, I think what you said is pretty close here. Like, there's computers and models, right? Everything on that take into account like everything that's priced in and factors into the betting markets.
But
then there are
computers-
traders that look at like sharp bettors
Exactly.
and big money coming in and move lines and odds and all that.
That's why I'm asking,
Yeah.
because the computer didn't know about Ryan Garcia and Coca-Cola, right? They didn't watch the videos, but somebody watched it and say, hey, this
For
guy's
sure.
crazy, so let's move the odds.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
But a lot of times when odds are moving, it's because of
The money.
respectable money. Not even just money, but respectable money coming in. So what I mean by that is like the average Joe just betting on something isn't going to move the lines and odds. But if a sharp bettor that is historically profitable or a big bettor,
Okay.
a big bet comes in and
Okay.
the traders and the odds makers respect that action.
So they know
that's
how
gonna-
he's making the bet too, right? And they
Yeah.
say this guy had a lot of wins, so maybe he knows something.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So, all right, let's move on. There's another fight I want to talk about. I gotta ask Dr. Gilbert over here.
Dr. Gilbert?
Jamal Hill versus Khalil Rountree. a very quick turnaround for Jamal Hill. Is this too quick, Dr. Gilbert?
Jamal Hill.
I think so. I think get freaking left hook by freaking Alex Pereira on that. I know it was the first round. He was out, but the way he landed, you know, the way that left hook landed, the way he falls, and the guy follow up and maybe what 7, at least 6, 7 extra shots.
Bunch of shots, yeah.
So yeah,
He was out for a couple seconds. It looked like.
Yeah, he was out a little bit. He came back. He got whenever the referee stopped, he got back up. He looks good. We don't know, but he's a freaking concussion protocol. When that thing happened, you should be at least 30 to 45 days without getting punched. And this guy might follow that and then go back to sparring and fight another heavy hitter. I just think that's more mental, you know. Sometimes we put on a crazy training camp. We kind of talk so much to the camera. We hyped up all the fans, everything. Sometimes you're not able to back it up. It's a freaking fight. But then that keeps on the back of your head. Oh, I got to show up. I got to do something. I got to change. I think that's more about it, that he got this fight. Then he's ready. I think he could wait a little bit more, get enough time to heal, to recover, especially the brain. We don't play with the brain. He should have, I think, right? My opinion, not the facts, but my opinion, he should have waited a little bit, get back, and then get that fight, and then I'll kind of believe that Jamal Hill could get a win. But now, a quick way back, a quick turnaround to fight a guy as Khalil Rountree, I think Khalil got a finish. I love Jamal Hill. I like Khalil Rountree, but I don't like that quick turnaround, so I gotta go to Khalil in that fight.
Yeah, I agree. I'm picking Khalil here. You know, it's funny. He was on the Jackson podcast, and Rampage asked him, who's stronger, him or Rampage? And Khalil looked Rampage in the eye and said, no question, I'm stronger than you. And I was like, damn. And this dude, I think he's super underrated. He's fast, he's strong, he's powerful, his striking's really good. He finished Anthony Smith, and honestly could have finished him sooner in that fight too. I think this is a really tough turnaround to go fight a guy like Khalil Rountree. And I also think that if Rountree wins this fight, I think he's next up.
I agree.
I think it's a fight that the fans want to see. I would love to see Porier versus Rountree. I think that's a great matchup.
Me too. And Khalil, coming back to Khalil real quick, Khalil is a freaking monster, bro. I was with that guy before UFC 300 on Wednesday. We did a charity event on one of the Dana White's facility that he helps. The guys do a social project over there with the kids. The guy's a freaking monster. And then a guy that was kind of like maybe 14, 15 years old, but big dude. He was a little bit fat. And then he was asking Khalil about advice, because if you don't remember, Khalil was
financial
big,
advice.
but Khalil was huge. You know that Khalil was huge. He was just like he was fat. And the way to another thing that I give to Khalil, to get that big, to be that fat, and be the monster that he should. They beat the guy, beat the dude, shred. It takes a lot of mental fortitude.
What about Usada?
But it takes a lot of mental
if you
fortitude.
could bet some money, Usada or no Usada?
No Usada.
No Usada?
No.
Probably.
But I believe that guy is mentally very strong, mentally, physically, technically. Bro, he's a little bit disrespect to get a fight with a guy like that coming from the knockout and a quick turnaround. You gotta respect these guys, you know.
Yeah.
Who you picking, bro?
I think Rountree sometimes he looks good, but sometimes he looks bad, like Cutelaba fight, right?
Yeah, that
pressure and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if he is going to affect Jamal Hill. The knockout, I think, was fast. I don't think he took too much damage. But the problem is, maybe if he's trying to push himself, because of people are talking shit and he wants to prove them wrong, I don't think that's good. But if he's trying to fight, to get money, and fuck everybody, I just want to beat the shit out of this guy, I think that's the right mindset. So really depends on Jamal Hill, you know? Okay. I'm not sure. And talking about that, I think Rountree will be a easy fight for Pereira.
You think?
I think. If you are, do you remember the first time in Jamal Hill, I say, if you are a striker, it's perfect for Pereira. The problem if you're a grappler, and that's why, from what I heard, I'm not sure if this is fake news, but somebody told me that he.
Who told you?
The internet. I don't know the name, but I watched a video, somebody fucking saying that he negou a luta. Como é que eu falo isso?
Yeah, he didn't take the fight. He didn't
take the fight. Like somebody, I think UFC offer Pereira Ankalaev.
Ankalaev.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
Pereira say no to Ankalaev. What do you guys think?
Who told you that?
No, internet.
But I think it was more about the terms and the date and the location.
Yeah. He said no for October in Abu Dhabi. He said, I'm not going to your house.
Yeah,
It's like, I'm not going to your house.
Yeah, and it's not even like Ankalaev is a huge draw either. It's like if you're Porier, you're like, why would
so
I
why
go
they're trying to push him? Because Abu Dhabi is for him.
I guess. I don't know. But I don't blame Porier for not.
But who you pick, Khalil Rountree or Jamal Hill? Who you pick?
I think Jamal Hill.
Just because he came on the pod, right?
No.
He's our guy. He came on the pod. He might
because
come back.
like I say, sometimes he looks good.
Khalil, right?
Khalil.
Sometimes he's not. But he's
and
not
sometimes
consistent.
not. I remember that one time that he was fighting people. Oh, this guy's training in Thailand and he's doing the Muay Thai stuff, right? And then he lost to Johnny Walker, right?
Yeah.
With a big knee, big elbow. Yeah. So I don't know. It's a really tough fight to predict. Not an easy fight to predict.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and even in the he's.
But Jamal Hill should consider training wrestling. Do you guys remember we told him that he never shoots for a takedown. And if you are 205 and if you have a little bit of wrestling, right? That's why Cormier was successful on 205. Yeah. Because these guys, they don't train wrestling. Like big guys, they don't like to train wrestling, right?
Get you tired, right?
Yeah.
Well, moving on here, we have our guy Peter Mavs actually posted on Instagram. I got to get GIlbert's opinion on this one. Peter Mavs posted a photo of and is saying he wants to see GIlbert versus Usman 2. Your thoughts, GIlbert?
First of all, shout out to my guy Peter Mavs. Crazy, nice content. If you guys like MMA content, make sure you guys go out there and follow Peter Mavs. And I like it, bro. I like it. You know, every rematch, right? Moicano said the same, right? Every rematch is always welcome, you know, like. And that's a good one, you know. I like. There's not a lot of guys on the top 5 available right now. Like, I think Shavka is fighting. Shavka?
Shakivac.
I think Shavka is
the
fighting.
The horse guy.
Yeah. I think Shavka is fighting Jack. I think that's what we heard from the UFC. Leon Wedder is fighting Bilal Muhammad. And then on the other guy there is Kamar. I think. I don't think if he'll do it, you know. But I would love to do that fight, you know. I think it's a back in the top 5 fight for me, a rematch. Yeah, for sure, fighting.
Have you? And what would your approach be to get in that fight? Because I know you said a lot of people higher up in the or lower in the rankings will message you and just ask for a fight.
Yeah.
Who has asked you for a fight?
The level of disrespect.
In the past 6 months, who has asked you for a fight?
No, those guys were cool about it, to be honest. First of all was Sean Brady. Sean Brady DM'd me, asked for a fight. And then I think with Shmo in another interview, I said that Joff New, you know, asked for a fight on Twitter. Joff New kind of was, those guys were all gentle. They all respectful. Joff New DM'd me too, asking for a fight. And Buckley was the other one that was online talking a little bit. Face-to-face, he didn't say much, but online he was saying. So, yeah, I got those 3 options. Joff New, Sean Brady, and Buckley. But Kamara is way more. I see that fight, like way bigger fight. Rematch, a whole story behind. And for sure, approach differently. You know, I was very emotional on that first fight, first title fight. I lost the opportunity when I got COVID, and then I was hoping to keep the opportunity. I was training and got very emotional in the fight. You know, make a couple dumb mistakes. I don't think I'll do that again. But Kamaru is a very intelligent fighter. Back then, he was the guy. So yeah, I think it'll be an amazing fight. If I could pick, that would be my pick for my next fight.
Yeah, I'd love to see that rematch.
Of course, I would like to watch that too. Usman and GIlbert, 2 former friends, now hate each other. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. Kamaru Usman surprised me.
Yeah.
I met him on UFC 299, and he's a very humble guy.
Very nice guy, very humble.
From the TV,
Yeah.
I used to think, no, this guy's too...
No, he's a good dude.
Poderoso. Do you know what poderoso means?
Yeah. Cocky, super cocky.
Like,
yeah.
poderoso is a Portuguese word for
The guy thinks he has a lot of power.
powerful,
Yeah.
powerful, too much power. No, but he's a nice guy.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no matter what, it's money, my brother. Money time, my brother.
Business is business, right? So we are fighters, we're professional fighters. We fought each other before.
Yeah.
Why now we do it again? So let's get done. Ali, you manage both. It's gonna be 10% for both guys. Make that one happen.
That
Let's
must
go.
be cool, right?
Yeah,
If
sure.
you're a manager, two fight in
For
UFC, you can put them together.
No, think about it. If you get 6 guys, three fights, a couple guys fighting each other, it doesn't matter. You know, you're getting money for all the guys.
How many fighters did he had on
Who?
UFC 300, Ali?
I think he got Jessica against Marina,
Kayla.
Kayla. That's it. Gaethje. Wow. That's it.
That's and that's like good paycheck, right?
For sure.
10%?
Gaethje? For Gaethje?
10%?
Yeah. I guess
Man, we
10%.
should talk about that. 10% is fucking robbery, my brother. Huh?
Let me
I
see
know
here.
you're not gonna talk about that.
No, let me
but
see
do you
here.
think
I'm just gonna see the-
manager should take 10%?
Yeah, no, you still get Cody. That was Marina Rodriguez, Kayla Harrison, Justin Gaethje, Cody Garbrandt, and Jessica Andrade.
There you go.
UFC 300.
That's a lot of money, my brother. That's a lot
A
of money.
day before was PFL. A day before it was a rush. I don't tell him to say this first guy name. Tell the guys' names.
Antônio Carlos Júnior.
Yeah, and all the other guys.
Sadi Bossi.
Yeah.
Gadi Rabadanov, my brother.
Rabadanov.
This guy's from ATT. I know him.
Tell his name.
Dovlet Azam, but they don't call Dov. I think they call him Dovlet. Dovlet Azam, impossible. Yagi Shumarudov. Josh Silveira, Coninha, Mad Burnell, and Ibrahim Shugiz. Man, fuck this name.
Ibrahim what?
Ibrahim Shuzigaev.
That was good.
Too much.
Fábio Maldonado.
Fabio Balbobado is a boxer.
We're moving on to another topic. We actually, the last week or so, been talking about this one. We thought we were UFC matchmakers recently. We thought here on the Show Me the Money podcast, we made the Bo Nical versus Jacob Malkoun fight. Just days later, after that fight was announced by Jacob Malkoun's Instagram, we come to find out that the fight is not happening, right? And there was some speculation on this, right? Some people said, or Malkoun himself said, that Bo pulled out of the fight, but then Bo posted on his IG story stating that they never even talked to the UFC about this fight and the fight's not happening. What is your take on this whole thing?
I think Malcolm messed up.
Drop the ball.
But I think it was maybe a beginning of conversation and he got super excited and he posted. Because before the fight gets signed, before the contract gets done, we gotta verbally say yes. And then whenever we say yes, we accept the fight. Couple of days after that, right, comes
Bo
the
Nical
contract.
say he never accept the fight. That's the problem.
That's one thing. But
One thing he's
that's the
saying
thing,
or the
who
other-
knows?
yeah, who knows?
Who knows? Maybe they offer to the manager, and the manager maybe, oh, that's a good fight. Let me talk to Bo, or let me talk to the coaches. Maybe. So we don't know. Now we don't know. But I think the conversation maybe started. Malcolm got super excited, posted, I'm gonna pressure this guy to take the fight. But then sometimes that goes all the way around. I still believe you will be a good fight, a good test for Bo Nical. But I kind of see the other way now. Now it's a story. Now Malcolm can go get out there, get the mic and say, this guy's running, this and that. You know, the story started. You know, I think that fight still can happen.
I don't think that fight's gonna happen anymore,
No.
bro. Because I think if you're Bo, I think it's a high risk, low reward type of fight. Because if you're Bo, you'd rather fight guys that don't have the grappling.
But
You know,
if you
unless you're
Malcolm,
gonna-
if
Let
you
me
would,
see.
if you no. If you were Malcolm now, Moicano, what are you gonna do?
I don't know if he has a lot of options, right?
But what are you gonna say? If you're Malcolm now, I'm gonna put all the.
Yeah, he wants to
I'll
get the
make
fight.
that
But I
fight,
think UFC is so invested on Bo Nical, and we know about that because he was like on the main card of UFC 300. So even though not disrespect to Bo Nical, he's from America Top Team. Now and then he goes to ATT to train with Mike Brown, but he is a star of wrestling, but he's still building his brand on UFC, right?
Yeah.
And they are doing the right way. What's the right way? Picking and choosing fights, like you said the other day, like they are doing right. I think everything is right.
I do believe
so that show us the UFC see him as a potential big product, right? But he still needs fights, you know. And I think Malcolm, even though Bo is a wrestler and is a very good one, like you say, I think Malcolm is a fight that is hard for him. I want to see the fight. Do you remember? I think Malcolm fought a guy, the black guy, very powerful.
Derek Brunson.
No, it was not Derek Brunson. Was? No.
Black guy. Phil Halls.
No, it was not Phil Halls. Apology. Let me check.
Jamal
the guy
Hill.
that was knocking everybody out.
Alex Perez.
Was Abdul Razak, right?
Oh, yeah.
But he lost to Brandon Allen, to Cody Brundage. Yeah, so on that fight...
No, he got DQ'd against Cody Brundage. I lost a shitload of money on that fight, bro. Don't say he lost to him. He beat the shit out of Cody Brundage.
But it's a loss.
I know, bro, but he beat the shit out of him. We were talking about this. He was going to finish Cody Brundage faster than Bo Nical did.
Yeah, but my point was, he's very good at takedowns, but could he take Bo Nical down? Why this motherfucker is still laughing? Brother, tell me. Why is it so funny?
I don't think Malcolm even wants to take Bo Nical down. I think Malcolm would box him.
But I think maybe Bo is even better than him on the striking.
You think?
Who? Then who?
I think people...
Better than who?
I think Bo is underrated striking too. We just haven't seen enough of it.
Malcolm. Brother, like I say, I think he's a wrestler. But I saw a couple fights of him. Of course, was like not like world talent, but he was getting dust chokes. He was getting.
He's a good grappler.
He's a good grappler.
Very good grappler.
You know, he knocked the other guy out. So he's very complete. So I'm not giving shit. Say Bo Nical don't deserve. My brother, they know he can be a champion
for sure. And he's a draw. He can be a draw.
He's a draw. So again.
Who you think he should fight next? Who you think?
I even though I think Malcolm is a tough fight for him, I think Bo Nical beats him.
I agree, but I think he's a good test.
Of course, no.
That's why Malcolm should be get the mic.
I like the fight too. I think
now he's
Matty
a
was
little
saying,
story.
I think makes sense.
For sure makes sense.
What do you think about maybe an Andre Petrosky?
But he
I think it's an easy fight for him.
No, but he's coming from a loss. I will not give you a guy coming from a loss.
Do you guys think he should fight somebody ranked now? 185?
Bro, that ranking, middleweight ranking is tough, bro. I don't think.
Let me see the ranking.
Gerald Mearshart. Say his name, bro. Say his name.
Mesha.
G3.
GM3. I think that's a good fight.
He's coming off a win against Brian Barberena.
GM3. They can make.
All right, we're gonna try this again.
They're gonna make that fight.
Show me the money pod as matchmakers. We're making this fight. GM3 versus Bo Nical.
I like that fight.
Yeah.
I like that fight. But a little bit for Bo Nical. I think GM3 is a beast. He trains at the gym. He's good. Good guy. He's always
He watched the podcast.
He watched. He watched.
Take care, brother. Don't talk shit. He's gonna beat you, my brother. He's 185. Hey, GM3, don't watch my videos. Don't watch my videos, my brother.
First of all, I'll fight
don't go to
anyone,
Moicano channel because it's not gonna be good.
But I think it's a good fight. I think it's a tough fight. I think GM3 is gonna be good with the grappling. So on the striking, Bo Nical has the speed and the power. Like that guy can throw hard.
Somebody was talking about Chimaev, right? And they say, UFC is like doing the same thing like with Bo Nical, but they gave GM3 for him like the second or third fight, right?
Yeah.
And he knocked him out on the first. So
yes,
I don't know. Everybody's different, but I would like to see one day Kazimierz Chimaev and Bo Nical. What do you guys
For
think?
sure, that's a good fight. I think that is a build up for
Years
this fight.
away though.
Years away?
2-3 years.
For sure. They talking about each other already. It's gonna be like a telenovela. It's gonna be a movie. They're gonna keep talking
It
about
could be
each
a
other
big, yeah. It could be a big
until
fight.
they make that fight happen.
Yeah.
But Malcolm or GM3
GM3
for the next Bo Nical
I
fight.
think Malkoun. I'm
gonna
it's-
text Mick Maynard and
I
say,
think
hey,
it's I think it's tough for Malkoun to now get that fight. I feel like it's been ruined. You know,
I don't
let-
think so. I
yeah.
think it's a little backstory. I think he
Okay.
still can make it happen if he's talking.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no.
level of disrespect from this guy just to walk away. Don't even say nothing. No respect
He
from
just said to
Moicano.
you, yeah, he did the same. He just did the same shit you did after bitch shit.
Disrespectful.
All right, well, I'll move on here with Gilbert.
Can I come back real quick?
Yeah,
If I was a Dustin Poirier team, and then Moicano a little bit when he comes back. But one guy that I would bring, if I was Dustin or Dustin's team, that's say Mike Brown, all these guys, Daya, Sabah, all the guys there around him, I'll bring Craig freaking Jones to his camp. Craig Jones is a jiu-jitsu freaking arse. That guy is a great jiu-jitsu fighter. And he was in the camp on Volkanovski when Volkanovski fought Brian Ortega, and when Volkanovski fought and fought very good that first fight against Islam Makhachev. So if I was on his team, I'll bring this guy. I think he got 4 or 5 weeks, and I think
I'm laughing at
Craig
Moicano.
Jones could help a lot on Dustin Poirier preparation against Makhachev. He studied the guys for 2 camps at least with look at this guy. The level of disrespect.
I just watched. I just watched Moicano use my couch as a paper towel, bro.
Sit down, bro.
Bro, the pod's on 100,000 subscribers, so we don't have paper towels.
Sit down, brother.
I'm sorry, my brother.
Look.
I'll let Gilbert start over.
Yeah. So I think if I was, and we talk about, and we talk a little bit about
They're
that,
not gonna see that.
and we talk a little bit about that. So I think, and I know the team is very close. The team's kind of like behind him. They got Mikey Brown, Daya, we got
I'm
Sabah,
sorry, bro.
Thiago Pitbull, and all the guys behind Dustin Poirier. But if I was Mike Brown, Dustin Poirier, or anyone on that team, I'll reach out to Craig freaking Jones and bring this guy. Look at this guy. and I'll bring.
The level of disrespect, my brother.
See, I'll bring Craig Jones to help out Dustin Poirier to win, because Craig Jones helped out Volkanovski on that win against Brian Ortega and on that first fight against Islam. So he studies Islam a lot. What do you think? That would be a good
Before
good
that, let me
helper.
tell you something. Let me talk about the government over here, my brother. What I did was so wrong, because if somebody did that on my home, I would be fucking pissed, my brother. But what's the problem with the government? It's the way they spend your money. It's like that, my brother. They do something that they're not gonna do in their own house. That I'm sorry, my brother. I have to-
We're so off topic.
It's so off topic. I'm sorry.
All right, Gilbert wants to know your opinion. He thinks they should bring. I'm losing it, bro.
Craig Jones, you think?
Like I say, I think Dustin, he has like a small a group that he keeps very private. So yesterday I was watching him training on the gym, and all the guys was over there, like Mike Brown, Sabah, all the guys that he works,
Pitbull, right?
Mike Brown, Daya Davis,
Thiago Pitbull too, I
Thiago
think,
Pitbull.
right?
They have a small group, and I think they like to keep like that. I don't know if they're gonna trust Craig Jones. I don't know, but like you say, Craig Jones, he prepared Volkanovski very well for the fight, even though the style are very different. I think Volkanovski is a guy that he was a wrestler back in the day, right? He was a rugby player. He's built different. Like, he's very hard to take him down.
Yeah.
And Dustin, sometimes he struggle with the takedown. So definitely, I think it would help. But the style are so different. I don't know if like in 2 months they can help you You know,
It's not
what do
even
you
2
think?
months. It's like 5 weeks. But I think.
Yeah, 5 weeks exactly.
But I think.
So with 5 weeks, I don't see a point to bring him.
I kind of see just to help a little, give a couple key. I don't know. I think my mentality. Yeah, but my mentality to learn. My mentality to learn. I think even if it's 5 weeks, I'll just go all day. What do you think? How should I get up? If I do turn my back, what should I watch out? What did you do with Volkanovski? Let me see.
I will try to get Dustin on the podcast.
Reps.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know, like 5 weeks.
we have to, yeah. But we can go online. He can drop online. But what I think that guy could help Dustin like big time, and I'm a big Dustin fan. I would love to see Dustin winning that title. But I think he needs a lot of help on the get-ups, back defense, takedown defense, guillotine attack. And this guy is one guy that's super wizard on jiu-jitsu. And I think I don't care if it's 3, 4, 5 weeks, he can make a big difference on Dustin Poirier training camp. And if I was Mike Brown, Daya, Thiago Pitbull, especially Pitbull, like all these guys, they know it's very easy to get in contact with Craig Jones and bring this guy in to help out Dustin,
All right, well, let's move on to UFC 301. This is a very interesting fight here. We got Jose Aldo versus Jonathan Martinez.
Tough fight.
Martinez is the favorite here at
fight.
minus 120. Jose Aldo is the minus 106 underdog here. What do you guys think? Do you think Aldo has another run left in him, or is this Jonathan Martinez time?
I think GIlbert has inside information about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? You said he was just money, right?
Yeah, I think this guy, Aldo, who was doing a lot of boxing fights, he did, how many, 3 or 4? Three boxing fights. And the guy was training. That's what I heard from the guys in Brazil, that he was happier with no pressure training. He kept training. He was not a guy that we talk about, like Amanda Nunes coming back against Kayla Harrison. We talk about all the comparison, Conor McGregor coming back. I just think Aldo is retired. I don't think he's wrestling or grappling as much, but I think he's striking. He's doing a lot. And but the only thing, Martinez is a tough dude. The guy is a monster too. And I heard he's going to be very compensated from the UFC, Jose Aldo. So
How much money do you think Martins are making?
Martinez. How many fights in the UFC? 5 or 6?
Not much, right?
I don't think he's passing the 100,000. If he's how many fights? 5, 6. I don't know, but I know Jose Aldo is making a lot of money to kind of help out on that for sure.
And this fight's in Rio.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's his retirement fight. Really, he want to get out with a big win at home. So I think he's making million point something, 1.2 maybe.
Bro, Jonathan Martinez has a ton of fights in the UFC.
Yeah, over 10.
Over 10, I think he's on the hundreds.
He's like 16, 17 fights.
135 though.
13 or 14 fights, yeah.
But he's on the
135
hundreds.
though.
He's on the hundreds.
Man, I don't know if the numbers are right, but Cody and Davidson Figueiredo, from what they were talking, but I don't know if that's right. But they were not making
How much
huge
do you
money.
think?
I think
I don't think
120
so.
something like that.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't know.
Maybe Figueiredo, I don't know, but I heard Cody makes a good money. Yeah, former champ. Both guys are former champ, but one former champ at bantamweight, the other one's former champ at flyweight. I don't know how much the flyweight was making, but I heard Cody makes a good living on fighting, So, and these numbers are crazy, so we never know.
Mine was wrong, so I could not believe the other one.
But one time, those people went crazy in Brazil because a news went out that I was making 700,000, and they put the money, they made the exchange times 5 in Brazil, and people in Brazil like, bro, you millionaire. And then I look, and they send me that, when I look, I'm like, oh my God, I wish I was making that. I'm not. But people think I'm making that type of money, so.
Especially against Masvidal, right?
Yeah, that was a Masvidal fight. That it was a
But
news
you made
that,
good money.
But not 800, 700.
How much?
How
much?
Like,
No, don't tell.
brother. After the camera, we talk about
Yeah.
it.
Official pick: Martinez or Aldo?
For sure, Jose. I'll be there in Brazil, bro, with the king.
But do
king
you want
of
Aldo to
Rio.
win, or do you think he's going to
Both.
win?
I think, I hope, I want, and he will. So Jose Aldo, by a war,
That's a
it's
fun
gonna
over
be a
there, man.
decision. No, I gotta go.
Decision?
Those are my guys, you know. I'm not betting. I don't bet, but he's my guy, you know. I gotta support my
But
guy.
if you
I'm gonna
do,
be there.
use code. What's the
Use the
code?
code.
Code
Matty.
Matty.
Code Matty.
No, I'm going Jonathan Martinez on this
No
one, man. I
respect.
think it's
The
I
level-
just think it's his time,
the
bro.
level of disrespect
he's
to
so-
the
level-
legend,
King
bro.
of Rio, my brother.
He's so good, bro. He's
You're
so
not
good.
coming to
Listen,
Rio
I'm
anymore.
never gonna bet against a guy that beat me.
You never
Yeah.
coming to Rio, bro. I'm
Never
gonna put your
coming to-
photo there. You're not allowed to come to Rio, bro.
Sorry, bro. I gotta make money, Moicano. I gotta make money. I'm going Jonathan Martinez, but I agree. I think it's gonna go the distance. I think it's gonna be a
for
scrap.
sure. But I think it's gonna be a war. I think
Yeah.
fight of the night in Brazil is gonna
I
be
think it's
that
gonna be a
fight.
stand-up war.
Fight of the night.
Pantoja, it's going to be a good fight, hard
Yeah.
fight too, 5 rounds.
I think a hard fight, but I think Pantoja will find a way to get a sub.
Sub?
He's my friend too. I'm very biased with
Brother,
both.
yesterday I was watching his sparring
I saw the story. Yeah,
and he was look strong.
Pantoja?
Ready.
he's ready.
He's looking ready. You know, when you see a guy, he's looking ready, he's ready.
He stopped playing, right? You try to play,
Yeah.
you don't play.
You
I
You
said
said
like
the
that.
same
Just-
thing. You said the same
And I
thing
say,
about.
brother, you come to the podcast, help the podcast. He say, hell fucking no, my brother. I'm focused on the fight.
He's locked
It's okay,
in.
I respect that.
He's locked in.
Yeah.
But remember, when you are champion, you have to take advantage of that, and you have to.
No,
you
we're
have
gonna bring him after the fight for sure.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, not even for that, but because back in the day I was like that. On the fight week, I don't want to talk with anybody. Man, you have to take the exposure, brother.
100%.
Because you being as a champ. Imagine if I was a champ before the speech, my brother.
Yeah.
You know, before everything that I'm trying to build, and my leverage will be 100 times bigger.
For sure.
So when you become a UFC champion, it's not about the money that you make on fighting.
Yeah.
It's the money that you can make outside you fighting.
For
Look,
sure.
Conor, you know? Look, Conor, what he did in boxing, and with the brands too, the whiskey, the clothes, the everything that he's built on promotion. So I think Pantoja should definitely, I know he's locked in, but it's a fucking business, brother. It's attention, you know?
Yeah.
He needs to work on that.
And what are your thoughts on Steve Erceg getting this fight? Because he's the plus 200 underdog here. Pantoja is the minus 280 favorite. Is this the fastest rise to a championship fight that you've seen?
Pereira only, right? But Pereira was a glory champion. He had the whole backstory at the Sanya. But yeah, this guy, 3 fights in the UFC.
I think-
and he's freaking tough, bro.
He's
I'm
tough.
not gonna lie. That guy is very tough. Good
Did you see
boxing,
Kyle?
tall, good jiu-jitsu.
Look, Kyle.
But no, the
Doing the
level of
same.
disrespect on that podcast, bro.
No, you know what I think?
Yes,
I think that show us that we need to
opportunities, right?
UFC needs to give more focus on 135.
What's up, Matty?
I was just picturing what I wish we had a camera out there
Yeah,
so
man,
the viewers
yeah,
can
man.
see.
Next
But
time we're gonna
when
put
I
a
see
camera
Moicano
there.
coming out the bathroom, he's just wiping his hands on the couch. It was just so fucking funny.
man. That was funny. I'm sorry, man. That's why I don't like government, my brother. It's the way they spend your money, you know? They're not
sure.
gonna do the same thing when you do. In my house, I would never do that, but in other people's house, you do. It's the way
The
they
level of
spend the money.
disrespect, bro.
You know, the
The-
level of
the
disrespect,
level.
my brother. That's the human nature. Human nature is trash, my brother.
But how you think that fight goes, Pantoja?
I think it's a very tough fight for Pantoja. I don't think it's easy. The guy is a good
No,
striker.
not easy at
the guy
all.
is a good grappler. I
Yes.
think Pantoja is bad. I think Pantoja is more battle tested. I think Pantoja, he wants money. I think Pantoja is with the right
hungry.
mindset.
Guy's hungry, yeah.
You know, he's still hungry. Matty is still fucking laughing, my brother.
no respect.
Hey, this is gonna start to be a comedy show, you know?
It really is.
We
at this
should,
point, bro.
we better than Brandon Shelby, my brother. Anyways.
I think Steve Erceg's boxing is so clean.
Yes, I agree.
It's so clean, but I think Pantoja is going to be a little better on the ground here.
And one thing that I think that's gonna make a difference in that fight, my key thing for this fight, Pantoja can take a lot of punishment, bro.
Yeah,
can
100%.
take it. Pantoja can take a hit, and he hits hard. And he goes forward. He's gonna get hit a lot. I already can see he's getting hit coming in. I don't think he's gonna be down. I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna get rocked. For sure, he might get hurt a little bit, but eventually, he's gonna force the grappling, and I can see, like, he's gonna get hit. Don't get me wrong, he's gonna get hurt on that fight a couple times, but eventually, he's gonna find that back and get a real naked choke finish. And what are the odds for submission? Not on the first, but let's say second, third fight. That you guys, the betting guys, like you picking Usyk to win, right?
No, not necessarily. I mean, so first of all, the exact outcome props aren't going to be out for a while. It's just money line right now. But I would imagine Pantoja by submission is going to be like plus 300. Plus
You're gonna sparkling a little bit on that.
Sprinkle a little, yeah.
I think second and third round submission.
Well, it's a
is
5-round
happening,
fight too, so you have
But
to
that's
think about.
tough to predict, right? Second,
Yeah,
and
you
third.
have. And it's a 5-round fight, so you have to think about, well, what if it's round 3, 4, 5 versus 2, 3.
But I think you got a lot of money, my guy. So make sure you put second round forward.
four.
You put a couple grants there, and I think that's what I think is gonna happen. I think it's gonna be a very tough fight, especially the pressure. That guy's going all the way to Brazil, international flight. I'm gonna go there. You know what? 3 fights in the UFC. They give me a title shot. I'm just go out there in Brazil and I'm gonna try to win, you know. And if everything goes my way, I become a champion. If it doesn't, I'm gonna get another title. So that's the level of pressure that the guy's going. That guy's going light-headed to Brazil, you know.
Right.
I don't wanna.
That's what makes the guy
It's
very
like
dangerous.
so when
for
you're
me.
at the casino, bro, and you're up big. You're playing with house money, right? You're playing with house money. You less
chilling,
pressure.
right?
You're
chilling.
You're more free falling. Like that's what Steve Usyk is right now. He's nothing to lose. He can go in there and maybe find. Honestly, I think he's live on the scorecards if it goes the distance.
For sure.
You know, because he can have a lot. I think he can have a lot of success getting some damage done on the feet.
He's tall.
He's good. That's why I think the key to Pantoja to win this fight is gonna be on the grappling.
I don't want to put too much pressure on Pantoja.
Oh, you won't.
But
he's living
imagine
Saturday.
if this guy gets the belt. UFC should stop the division, my brother, because if this
they
guy
should.
he's
Something
not
crazy
sellable,
happened.
right? This guy's
Something
not sellable.
crazy happened. They need
Sellable?
a rematch.
Usyk?
Yeah.
They need a rematch ASAP. If something crazy happened.
Yeah.
Hey, I need to
He
go
needs
to
a
the
fight,
real
but
quick.
I don't know what UFC is talking. I wish they put him against Moicano.
Yeah.
Keep going.
I think they will rematch though if Usyk wins. I think Pantoja's done enough to deserve the rematch because Moreno's taking time off and. So
The level of
let's talk about UFC Fight Night this weekend. Nicolau versus Perez. Who you picking, bro?
Mateus Nicolau, easy money. I think.
Knockout or decision?
I don't know. Maybe decision is 125, right? So
Yeah.
it's a hard to get a finish, and if he and Perez can, like, he's tough, like
He
he's
is,
durable.
yeah.
So I'm going with the decision, but I think Mateus Nicolau is so much better than him. Mateus Nicolau is one of the best
Yeah.
fighters in the 125 division, and he got out of UFC and then he got back. And he's showing like good performance. Brandon Royval got him with a big knee on the first round. I'm not saying that he was lucky, but even against Royval, I think he's better than him. So I'm going with Mateus Nicolau. What about you?
I'm going Mateus Nicolau. I like the decision prop. I think Usyk Gilbert has paper towels over there, bro. I'm going Mateus Nicolau by decision. I was considering the knockout, but
You know what's funny that you didn't see? First, I tried to wipe the hands on the other couch. It was not working, you know? And like, I'm gonna go this. I'm
who
sorry.
you taking, bro? Mateus Nicolau or Alex Perez?
Nicolau for sure. By
Decision
finish.
or knockout?
Oh, knockout. These guys coming from what? So many cancellation fights, 3 losses. I just saw the level of disrespect. A lot of guys they don't get. How long it took you to do your first main event? It took a while, right?
While.
But this guy, say his name again. The guy's fighting Nicolau.
Paris.
Alex Perez.
Perez, Alex Perez. The guy's coming from 3 losses.
Yeah.
So many. Look at his topology. So many cancellation fights, and then he's getting a main event. You know, so I want Nicolau to go out there and destroy these guys.
Cracky. What about the co-main here? We got Ryan Spann versus Guskov. Ryan Spann's a 2-1 favorite here.
I always remember when he said, say his name again?
Guskov.
Guskov. He's Anthony Smith, older
Yeah.
brother, right?
Yeah.
Young, I think
Yeah.
young, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I got Ryan freaking Spann. That guy's
Me
he's
too.
a
I think
monster.
Ryan Spann.
Yeah.
Prop of the
monster.
night.
But it's not that fun. Let's be honest. Like,
Yeah.
you guys were going to watch the UFC?
I watch, bro. When you got thousands on the line, absolutely, bro.
Of course, because you can bet.
I-
But
I-
if I could bet, I
I
would
will
do
watch because I have a friend of mine fighting that we're gonna talk about her later. Ariane Lipsky, and then she's gonna win.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Ryan Spann by submission. Lock that shit in. That's my favorite prop of
Ryan
the whole
Spann
card.
by submission.
Crazy good guillotine. I think he's gonna have the grappling advantage.
What's
Guskov
are
got,
the odds?
I don't
for
think it's
the
out yet.
guillotine?
I'll have to check, but it's gonna be a good number. I really like it. Guskov got submitted in his first fight in the UFC. So, who's Tim Means fighting again?
Team Means fighting. That guy's tough. I mean,
Uro Medic.
That's right, Uros Medic.
Yeah.
Medic is the minus 310 favorite here. Tim Means plus 230. What are we taking?
I taking Team Means. I know he's older,
Underdog.
underdog.
Really?
I have good underdogs for the card.
Yeah.
I think Team Means will beat Uros Medic. I don't think he is that much special. I remember him fighting 155. He got a lot of hype back in the
He
day.
lost to who? He lost to who? His last fight. He fought it. I think it was in Atlantic City. I think.
Uros Medic.
No, he lost to that guy. Look, show him. That guy that looked like who? Remember?
Oh, yeah. That dude's legit.
Show
though.
him. Show him.
Let me see. Yeah. Yeah.
He lost to who?
Man, let me tell you something to this motherfucker. Like, man, I'm not gonna say what he looks like, my brother.
But
That dude's good, bro.
handsome.
Man, this guy, beautiful guy, my brother. Oro Bai, my brother.
Uzbekistan, right?
Say his first name, bro. Don't skip the first name.
Uzbekistan, I don't fucking know. What's his name? But he's fighting Elvin Brenner in Brazil.
Oh yeah, that guy.
And that's going to be a...
Oh, he's 170. This guy.
He's going to kill Elvis
155.
Brenner, bro. He's going to kill him.
This guy gonna kill the
He's
Brazilian?
gonna smash Elvis Brenner.
Elvis Brenner, do you think so?
I think so.
I'm not so sure.
No, but I want you to say the guy that he fought. Where's the guy's name?
Orobai.
Orobai.
We're talking about this guy.
What's his first name? Orobai. Yeah.
He's
Nick
fighting
Quebec.
Elvis Brenner
Yeah.
Orobai.
Yeah, he's
Orobai.
fighting Elvis Brenner.
in Brazil.
Now in Rio. Next week I'll be there.
May
I think
4th.
it's going to be the best fight of the card.
I like that fight. Yeah,
Fight
but
night.
I just
You
think
think
he's gonna.
better than Aldo in the other guy?
I think Elvis Brenner is very underrated. He beat Guzran, right? He's a good strike. I think because he's a shoot box guy, of course, they are not. They don't try too
They
much takedowns,
Yeah,
right?
they don't wrestle much, but
They
can
don't
grapple.
wrestle
They
much.
can grapple.
But again, they can grapple. Very good striker, and he's tough. So it's going. People are sleeping on that fight. That's going to be a very good fight. We're going to see if Elvis Brenner can stop the takedowns, but this guy is relentless on the takedowns.
I don't think he can, bro. I can't wait to see the betting odds on that fight because I think this dude's really good.
So, but here you ask about Uros and Team Means. I don't know so much about this Serbia guy.
Means.
I gotta go with
Team
Team Means too.
Is the dog?
Yeah, I gotta go with Team Means.
And
Team Means
another
can
good
fight,
dog
bro.
on this card is the guy that lost to Nate the Train.
Onama?
Onama.
That's right.
He's
Onama-
underdog. I think he will
Onama
be.
is tough, bro. I like this guy a lot.
He trains with you? No.
No.
Jonathan Pierce, he fights,
this
right?
guy trains at Colorado with Brennan
James
Royval,
Cross.
with these guys, yeah. With Anthony Smith. This guy Onama is very good.
Very good, and his underdog Jonathan PC is good, but he lost to the Brazilian guy. His takedowns are good, but not great. He got a little bit tired, so I have Onama, and he's
Onama
underdog.
too. I like Onama a lot. But you said the lock. What was your lock from the week?
See, the girl
Karine Silva.
Silva. I think she's the like I said the other day. We don't have such a thing as woman MMA
They
lock.
got the odds here from the UFCs, but those odds are not good, right?
No,
What
they're
are
not
the
right.
odds?
They're close, yeah. No, they're pretty spot on. Yeah,
I
Karina
think
Silva's
Silva-
minus 155, Ariana Lipsky plus 130. I know GIlbert has some strong thoughts here.
For sure. Ariane is training with we just talk about like Wagner Rush's kids. She trained a lot of Jasmine like every single day. I think that the level of jiu-jitsu increased so much, attacking the defense of submission, a little bit of wrestling too. And I think she has good striking. So I got Ariane winning that fight. Like, I don't think it's gonna be easy, but I got Ariane winning that fight.
So
I got Silva.
I got Silva as well.
I got Silva. She's very tough, good striker, and the jiu-jitsu.
I just like Karina from the hair, but I still gotta go with Ariane. She
I want you to know what you're picking against,
But
Gilbert.
maybe because
I'm
she's
going to
your
Ariane.
friend, right?
No, but I'm going to Ariane, but I like Karina's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She reminds me
Like
of my fro, you know?
Bro,
like,
Karina Silva.
You were like that, my brother. What
I
happened?
know, brother.
What happened?
Nah, but I gotta clean up a little bit, bro. It's coming back later.
Bro, you ready for this? Karina Silva, 8 wins by knockout, 9 by submission, 0 by decision.
That's a good.
She is a
Woman sharp
Yeah.
guy.
finisher,
Yeah.
bro.
She's a woman
Fan-
sharp
Yeah,
guy.
she's, and is very balanced. 8
Yeah.
KOs, 9 submissions. I like what Gilbert's saying about the submission defense here. I could see a ground and pound here, or like a
Or maybe a decision, first decision, because if the other girl is tough, she's training hard, could be a decision. But I see Silva winning.
I like the TKO here. I think it's
TKO?
gonna pay good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who else
Look
you
at
guys?
his mind working.
You
Ariana Lipski's been TKO'd 4 times, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good bet. I want you guys to remember this one. I'm gonna be on this, the TKO prop here.
Look Gilbert's face, my brother.
Sorry, bro. I
He
gotta
did
do
that
it.
like that.
Look at that. No
I
respect.
gotta do it,
okay?
bro. I mean,
I'm going
Because-
against every bet I can. I'm going against him, though.
yeah,
And
You
I
know what
won a
people
lot.
want-
300. How was
Yeah.
300?
you did good, bro. But
I did great.
you know what people in the comments want?
He
I
was, he
heard
was, he
last
was
time-
back in Jalen Turner, my brother. How he did?
No.
great.
I only lost 2.
I got
lost
10
2.
bands on you, bro.
I lost to
you
Yuri.
know I'm confident.
I lost Yuri Prohaska. I thought Racket we were gonna win,
yeah,
and I lost.
Jamal Hill.
No, I said Pereira.
he did. We were on Jamal.
Only when he was not here.
No, I said Pereira.
When he was, of course you're gonna win, Jamal.
No, I didn't say that.
You say that, Gilbert. Tell the truth.
Who I lost? I lost Yuri.
You were on Max. You won that. I was on Justin. I lost. I did terrible on the main card. I did really good on the prelims, bro.
See, with that
I had
being
Figgy
said,
by
go
sub.
on Ariane.
I had you money line. I had some really good picks on the prelims, but the main card I got destroyed.
I'm
bro.
glad you didn't put the TKO. Oh, the
The
submission.
submission, yeah.
Yeah.
TKO would have paid massive. So
Massive.
you know what, people? So I was reading the comments. People want us to come up with a lock of the week when we look at these
Silva.
cards. So we can't use Silva because we have to all. They said they want all 3
No,
of us
he's
to be.
agreeing. He's agreeing.
They said they want
go
all 3 of us to
Ariane,
be
bro.
aligned. So is there one fight that all 3 of us are on the same page?
Mateus Nicolau, for sure.
Onama and Mateus Nicolau.
Mateus
You know going with
Nicolau.
Onama?
No, because he's the underdog.
No, I like underdogs.
You taking Onama or you taking Jonathan Pierce?
I need to do more tape study on that fight, but
I think
I'll
Mateus
go
Nicolau-
and,
It's safer than Onama.
Mateus Nicolau and Ryan Stan. We're going Ryan Stan. We all going.
Brother, he just won. You try to pick the whole card.
No. But we all.
Don't you understand the concept, my
know,
brother? One fucking fight.
But we all were going to Mateus Nicolau, Ryan Stan, and Onama. So we gotta pick one of those 3.
what's your most confident out of the 3?
Mateus Nicolau.
Mateus Nicolau for sure, bro. That's
Alright,
an easy pick.
What about you, Spann?
Mateus well, yes, but Spann, his IQ is terrible, bro.
Yeah.
We're going Mateus. we're going Mateus
The level
Nicolau, bro.
of
level of
disrespect.
disrespect, when Kyle is over there saying, you don't trust the guy, my brother.
Ryan Stan is huge, bro. I would say
Bro,
nothing.
I had a massive bet on Ryan Spann to KO Anthony Smith, and he fucked it up in the first round, bro. So, all right, but moving forward, we're going to give you guys a lock of the week at the end of every episode. So, our lock of the week, we will end with this. Mateus Nicolau on the money line. We'll just play it safe. Money line, play it safe. Moicano says bet
10,000?
bet your Bitcoin on it.
No. Never. Bitcoin, you just hold, my brother. You were telling me that you did the mistake selling your real estate, your restaurants and stuff. So if you have something valuable, just
keep it.
Just keep it.
Especially if you're young, you hold.
Easy as, or you're gonna have to pay a lot of fucking taxes on capital gains, my brother.
Exactly. All right, we will end there. I'll turn it over to Moicano. Tell the people what they need to do.
Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much, my brother. The channel is blowing up. The Instagram is going viral. A lot of videos. We have TikTok.
Yeah.
Don't go to the TikTok, my brother. These Chinese motherfuckers are trying to poison your mind, my brother. I know Matty loves the TikTok, my brother, because he's getting a lot of views, but don't go to the TikTok, my brother.
Yeah, no, and shout out to all the fans. We got a new fans. We're gonna give a lot of giveaways to you guys. A lot of merch, signing merch. Matty gonna give a lot of money for you guys. So just
Send money on an envelope to your home. UPS. You're gonna open like $100, my brother. What's better than that?
So shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys keep sharing. Man, we got a lot of views. I like the subscribers because the views are great. The subscribers getting there, but we got a lot more views. So if you're watching, tell these guys what they gotta do if they're watching.
If you fucking watch that, brother, you get this far on the podcast, it's easy. Click the like button, my brother. Click the like button.
And subscribe.
Subscribe and share because the algorithm can deliver to more motherfuckers and we can build the brand, my brother, and can one day be huge.
We gotta give these guys a shoes. Look at these
The
guys.
camera can't see that, bro.
Look at that. Look at
Yeah,
that.
my brother. UFC fucking shoes, my brother. Not shoes.
That's
I
cool.
went there.
Flip flop.
Oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing earlier. Oh my god.